just left Capertee. Nice sunny day. It was a bit wet at home, so we weren't too sure what today would be like. Just really heading out and giving the bikes a test. We're packed right up as if we're doing a couple weeks, but we're just gonna ride to Sofala and do an overnighter. So it's only about 110 k's, but it's a good way to just work out how we're packing the bikes and the bags, getting familiar with everything. We can make some adjustments if we need to, and yeah, just getting ready for the bigger trips later in the year. Here comes our first challenge. It's not all that steep, but it'll be interesting with bikes that weigh, I don't know, 40 kilos probably, to push this section. Bike packing, bike touring, it's not uncommon to have to do this, especially touring with all the gear you might have for a long 1 month trip. When it's not so steep amongst these gum trees. The weather is just perfect today. Looks like it's the local swimming hole as well. Some private property here. How nice is that?
Have we ever been here?
Nope. Nice big swimming hole. Hello, horses. I don't know. They're pretty relaxed for wild horses though. Look at the pony down there. Little ponies. Oh, hello, babies. Yeah. Might be young. Nice camping spot. Hey, buddy. Yeah. So, some of the locals. This is what I was expecting to see more of. Nah. I thought we'd see a lot more sheep out here. I didn't expect it to be this hilly either. Oh, alright. I'm here. Yeah, that's it. Good idea. I'll pick a course that's not so hilly. I think either the wind's changed direction or we have. Probably we have. And we're now getting a little bit of headwind. But beautiful view still. Got some western wedge-tails up above us. Cows everywhere, kangaroos. couple rabbits. Today we're gonna do a bit shorter than planned, and tomorrow's another day, as they say, so I think we can add on a third day, make it 2 nights. So, or we can cut our losses and head back tomorrow. See what the weather's like, I guess. But we're not in a rush. And this is what bike touring's about. Beautiful afternoons in the sun. And yeah, slowing down, enjoying the pace, and taking in what's there, however it may be. So, an old friend of mine, Glenn, who I did my first bike tour with, he said, you know it's got to be easy when the roadies are pushing. Because he was a mountain bike rider and I was a roadie. That just makes me think of this. So, we're struggling. So, day 2, and it's an abrupt start, straight into the hills. It's a bit cooler today, as it rained last night. Sasha's feeling a bit better. So hopefully we won't have to adjust our plans. So obviously yesterday we didn't count on the hills being so steep. I think we'll take a bit of time just to realize how much climbing we can actually do loaded up. I mean, the worst part is, or the worst thing that could happen is we have to push. So, bit of practice, bit of time, get a bit fitter, and we should be alright. Some respite, downhill, smooth, graded roads. It's a bit nicer. I think today will be a better day. So we've come into our first little town called Watchell Flat. We're gonna grab a few supplies, hopefully some water. We're now heading off to Sofala. I think we have about an hour and a half, and we'll probably reach our next camp. And we finally get to use 14-speed gears of these lovely bikes. So here we are at Sofala. Sleepy little gold mining town. It's a nice little town, very quiet, right along the river. I think it just has a pub, maybe 2. Afternoon. Good, thanks. Antique shop. Afternoon, mate. Good, thanks. How are you? Very good. Australia's oldest surviving gold town. I'm just riding a bit out of Sofala, where a couple camping spots are supposed to be on the river. The cicadas are out. So, day 3, back through Sofala, and we're gonna head north and stay on the bitumen. We got a bit of a climb to get out of here, but we thought it was going to be wet today and thought the roads would be better in the wet, and plus it's a different way back. And we've got about 60 kilometers to do today, a big day for us, and I'm sure it'll be easier on the road. Pretty steep, isn't it? I think we walk. Kind of hoped the hill out of Sofala wasn't be so steep, but is what it is. The cruelty of the world. Only to have to push uphill to go back down. But that's how you have all the fun. So we have left Ilford after a little bite. We're going to stop for longer, but there's some storms brewing behind us. We've just had to take shelter for a bit, as the storm that we were trying to outrun, we never outran. So it caught up with us on the big last climb of the day, up to 1100 meters. I forgot this pass was here. It's great having good gear. Your bike's set up with fenders, good wet weather gear, ground effect again, just like the hoodies. Been really liking them. They do a good job. So a couple k's down the hill into the valley, and hasn't even rained here. Jackets are off. Already starting to feel like I might be sweating. Didn't take long. That's us, Sachet! 2 kilometers! Back into the little town of Capertee. It's been a great trip. No tears. A bit of laughter. Lots of smiles. A bit of pain. So that's the first trip done. We made it back. We're alive. There were moments where we thought maybe we wouldn't make it. Probably bit off a bit more than we should have for the first ride, but hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So yeah,
it was all very enjoyable.
Yeah, it was
good experience.
a nice mix with the rain, the road, the gravel. Initially it was only going to be one night, but being 2 is actually a bit of a blessing. To go a bit slower, take our time. So yeah, it's good to get a feel for the bikes. I'm sure there'll be a few little changes. I know I've got a few tools and items that I didn't have with me that I should have. Yeah, just understanding our bodies better. Sasha had a little experience with bit of nausea. We're not too sure what that was, whether it was the electrolytes or something, but it made the day a bit harder, but we got there in the end. So nice, beautiful area in Capertee. I've never been out west of Capertee. It's always been east, so it was nice to see somewhere different and tackle something new. So next trip will hopefully be in a couple of weeks, and it'll probably be another overnighter or 2 nights, something like this. We'll probably do lots of these in the build up to our probably bigger trip in New Zealand later in October.